Hi girls, I'm Susie.
And I'm Sherry.
Grab a coffee or your favorite cup of tea.
Pull up a seat and take a deep breath.
We are dropping the pretenses.
And we're letting go of the need for perfection.
Come join the conversation. This is the Pink Seat.
Hi girls, welcome back to the Pink Seat.
Yay! We're so glad you're here. If you're just jumping in, I'm Susie.
And I'm Sherry.
And we have a very special guest with us today. One of our best friends, Pam, is with us. Hi.
Welcome, Pam.
Hi, girls. Thanks for having me.
So my only concern today for our podcast is that we're going to start talking and we're all going to be laughing and talking over each other. And no one's going to be able to hear us because that's what happens when the three of us get together. Right?
That's what we always do.
I know.
No one can get a word in edgewise.
I know. So
but then,
welcome.
yes, our poor little viewers, they're going to be like, we can't hear anything these women are saying.
We're going to try really hard
to
let each other talk and not talk over each other, right? I'm saying this
like
for my
impossible.
own benefit.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Pam's a good sport. She's like, okay, what
Right.
are we talking about, girls?
So I'm feeling so good today because I have not done any kind of exercise like since winter started. And yesterday I decided, you know what? I'm just going to do a quick 10-minute at-home Pilates workout. At least it's something. And then I did it again today, but a 30-minute one today. But I will tell you, I am sore from a 10-minute workout yesterday because I had to do push-ups and I did the girl push-ups. I used to be able to do real push-ups, but I could not, and I couldn't even go. I didn't even try it. I don't know if I can go all the way down. I didn't try because I didn't want to kill myself. But even then, I'm still sore and I didn't even do that many. But you are pretty avid in fitness, right?
Well,
She goes to the gym, right?
I do. But fun fact, I've never done Pilates in my life.
But you
Ever.
do other workouts like consistently. Like you'll come by the church and you're in your workout clothes getting it done.
I go to the gym very consistently 5 to 6 days a week.
That's amazing.
That's a lot.
But it's part of my routine. And to be honest with you, it's more than the exercise. It's like the mental side of it.
Yeah.
And just to start my day on that, and that I've done something for me.
Right.
I am a habitual do for everyone else first.
Right. So you've kind of learned that you need that time.
Yes.
Carve it out. I feel like, Sherry, you work out all day long.
I do. My job is just working out. Cleaning house, so I track my steps on my watch just for fun. Like they say you should get 10,000 steps a day. Have you guys heard this? Like women should get 10,000 steps a day. So when I get home from work, I will check my watch and I'll be at like 8,500 steps without even getting a workout in yet.
Right.
So then I have like a walking pad that Adam bought me. So I'll go in the basement and then I'll do like half an hour on that. So yeah, I'm usually well over my 10,000 steps, but.
So fun fact, I jumped on the bandwagon of the standing desk with the walking pad.
Yeah.
Because I thought this is so great. I can get work done and get some steps in. And I discovered that walking while I try to work on my laptop makes me nauseous.
Oh no.
It makes me feel like I'm going to throw up.
Yeah, it's probably like, do you get dizzy doing that?
I can't. I get car sick.
Yeah, that's
all
how
the
I am.
things. So I got rid of the walking pad, but I do still love the standing desk. Actually, yesterday I worked probably most of the day standing because it just feels like it kind of puts you in a different
It does.
mindset a little bit.
Well, yeah.
But I also like that I can sit when I want to. I don't
Yeah.
know. So we worked out. You worked out. You kind of worked out. And
did.
I took a little extra time this morning, and girls, I shaved my face. Hello. Does anybody else shave? They don't actually call it shaving your face when you're female. I think they call it dermaplaning, right?
They do.
Yep. Which is like a fancy spa word for I shaved my face.
Well,
Have you ever done this?
I do it constantly. And I didn't until I got into my 40s. And I swear it's probably like perimenopause, but like the hair on your face just like, but you don't always notice it until you're in certain light. Like if I'm in like the sunlight or if I'm like, like a selfie or something, then you're like, oh my goodness, like I have a peach mustache.
I
so
feel
embarrassing.
like maybe my mustache is getting worse since I'm getting older.
Is it getting darker? Because I've heard as you age, it can be very light and then it turns like black.
I don't think it's getting darker, but I'm not naturally brunette either.
Oh,
which,
true.
Thank God, because I have a lot of peach fuzz. And so when I was doing my little dermaplaning, it was like it was snowing in my bathroom. I'm like, I have to make sure I don't have fuzz on my clothes now
goodness.
from...
Yeah, I love it. You look like you're more glowy today. It's the lack of hair. Did your makeup go on better?
I think so. Yeah. Cause I was starting to feel like self-conscious.
Yeah.
But I did try one time to wax my upper lip, but I think it's because I'm so fair. It didn't even get all of the hair.
Oh.
And it hurt like nobody. And I was like, I'm never doing this again because it hurt so much and it didn't even get everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wanted to laser my hair on my face, but they say the laser does not work if you have blonde hair.
No.
And like really all of the facial hair that I have is blonde. So I don't think that it would even work. So we're just stuck shaving our faces for the rest of our lives.
You know, I have a long face hair, like a chin hair, like a witch, and it grows and I pull it out and then it grows back.
Yes.
And I know exactly. It's not there right now. I probably just shaved it off, but I'll get it. And then once I feel it, I'm obsessed with it. Yes. I can't stop messing with it. And
oh my goodness.
It's taking a hiatus. My grandma had one long hair that grew on her hand, like a really long one. And she would just, it was like she liked
would like
it.
play with it. Did she
No,
name?
she
Did it have a name?
it.
Did she name it?
No, but so I don't know. Have you noticed any like hair? You lasered, right? Did you laser?
You can't. Yeah, but not on my face.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Because you can only, I believe it's called. I'm not sure. Actually, now that I think of it, it's called something. It's completely different. And, but.
Oh, do they not use like the normal laser?
No, because most people have blonde hair on their face.
Oh, I see. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. I do get blonde hair on my lip also. Mm-hmm. And I cannot have it waxed because my lip welts from it. I've always had my eyebrows waxed, but.
You can't do it.
I can't do the lip. Nope.
Oh.
I have done the dermaplaning, which I love, but I tried it a few times myself and I felt like I don't know, like almost like chafed my face.
I have cut my face doing it. Yeah. But I'll get like a line, like especially near my lip, because you have like, you kind of like this, and I will get a little, it almost looks like a paper cut.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
But it kind of reminds me of the Grinch in the live action when he tries shaving and he has like the paper
all over his face
because he butchered his face.
Bleeding.
That's kind of how it can be if you're not careful. So
that
girls, if you've never tried it, I mean, the actual little razors are like $3.
They're
super
cheap.
cheap.
You get a whole package of them for like nothing.
I know, but it feels so good. It feels like if you don't shave your legs in the wintertime for a while and then you finally shave and then you get in bed at night with the smooth and the way the sheets, that's how my face feels now.
Yeah. Nice and smooth, nice and clean.
Yeah. But you went to the spa, didn't you?
I did yesterday.
How was that?
It was amazing. It was amazing because I had not had a massage in probably 4 years.
Yeah.
And like as a house cleaner, I should get them constantly.
You should. Mm-hmm.
I was so like poppy. Like this lady's working on my back and I'm hearing like crack, pop, knots. And I'm just like, she's probably judging me because.
Should you be going to the chiropractor?
I should be doing all of it.
Yeah. You go to a chiropractor?
Only when I'm in agony.
See, even if I'm in agony,
not
I don't
consistently. But I do try to get a massage every, 3 to 4 weeks. But my massage therapist fell and broke her wrist, so I've been out.
No,
she did.
That's awful.
But I try to go. It's more of a medical-based massage, but it's fantastic. I suffer from migraine headaches, so she works on my neck and shoulders. It is not like the fluffy spa massage by any means, but it's crucial for me to continue on. And And every time I'm like, this is so much, like to go once a month, like this is crazy. I'm doing this. And every time I take a few months off, I
feel it.
Remember why I'm still going.
I would almost rather do that though. Like get it for like almost like health reasons and not for like the fluffy spa experience, because I don't know if you guys feel this way. Do you ever feel like not guilty when you go to the spa, but almost like you have to enjoy every minute of that massage because you're probably paying like $10 per minute.
That's what I was going to say. I actually have decided,
right? You're kind
I
of
don't
like,
enjoy massages because I don't go that often, and so same.
Either.
I'm like, how much time is left? I wonder how much time is left now. It's probably almost
and then
over.
You know,
I have to enjoy
Susie,
it.
Yeah, when they flip you, like you'll be on like, and then they flip you, and you're like, oh, okay, so now you know it's at least halfway over. Like you kind of in your head are almost like counting down, and then you're like, I'm not enjoying this, and then my mind is spiraling, and I'm like, I'm not relaxed enough.
And then if they stop to like get more oil or something, you're like, oh, are they done?
Yes.
It's over. I know it's over.
It's over. She's going to tell me to get up. Yeah.
That's so funny.
But I think if it was on a schedule, like if I knew like, oh, every 3 to 4 weeks I go to this lady and I get like, I don't know, maybe I would enjoy it more. But it's like the whole experience of going to this spot. It's wonderful and it's relaxing and it was so fun. It was a belated Christmas gift. I went with my mom and my sister-in-law. And my poor sister was supposed to come. She actually came down with COVID. So shout out to my sis. I hope she's feeling better. But yeah, it was fun. But
well, we don't have as many options here either in central New York.
No.
Like where my mom is in Florida, they have places that you can get memberships. And so then you get like a massage a month.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
It's cheaper that way. And it's more of your normal routine. But you probably go someplace that's not like a spa. Is it a spa?
It's not a spa at all. It's a woman that rents a room very similar to the size of this. And there's a bed in it. And it's very much like you would go and see a doctor.
Like clinical.
Yep.
Okay.
And you're in and out in less than an hour and you're on your way. And I think so many of us feel like, yeah, we love spas, right? We would love to go spend a day at the spa, but it's a day commitment.
Right.
And now you're behind a day at work and you're behind a day at this and I don't know about you girls, but if I go for a massage, I'm tired at the end of the day. Like, I'm like, feel like I've done a real lot and I really have it. And like you're saying, you're paying that kind of money in a spa. Even if you're in and out, you're not getting your money's worth. You want to be able to use and you got to like have a locker and get your robe. And it's all wonderful, but who's committing to that often as
right.
we
No,
should?
you can't. Like, it's just too much. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but that's why like when I go, it's such a treat because I'm like, okay, see you in 3 years.
Right.
Yeah. And it's a gift and you know it's not going to happen again.
Yes.
So there is this kind of pressure to enjoy it.
I know. Yeah.
That's so funny.
But it was fun. I'm glad
And
you
the
guys can
prices.
relate. That's funny. And the prices are a lot. It's not something that's like, going to be in my normal budget. So
yeah. But women are carrying more and more of a load and more stress and juggling more and more things, right? It feels like modern technology doesn't necessarily make our lives easier. It just means that we add more to our plates. Like we try to do more. So now, we have these modern inventions. We have these washing machines and dryers and dishwashers. But it's also we can take care of our house while we also work another job.
Yes.
And so instead of making our lives easier, it's almost just made it so we can do more things outside of the home.
Right. That's very
And women
true.
are making more and more choices. Like I found some interesting statistics about women and how much women influence purchases in the home.
Yeah.
So like you think, you and your husband, for example, you're both working, you're both bringing in money, but it says that women make or influence 80 to 85% of all consumer purchases in the U.S. And not just girly things, right? Not just like clothes or house furniture, furnishings. It's 91% of houses. The women are making the decision. 65% of new cars, 92% of vacations, and 80% of healthcare decisions. And it even says that for large purchases, women buy or influence over 50% of traditional male products like home improvement and electronics. And by 2028, they project that women are expected to control 75% of all discretionary spending.
Interesting.
So that's a lot of, it just shows how much women are running
Right.
your household and making these financial decisions. What is it like in your house, Pam? Who is making those purchase decisions?
I would say mostly me. I might come with a couple ideas and we'll talk about them. But as far as like looking into them and deciding what I want and how I want things to be, Phil really is pretty much like
What you
let
want.
me know.
Giving
Yeah.
you the reins.
Yeah. How about you, Sherry?
Oh, I would agree with that. I would say that for the most part, I talk to Adam about big purchases. He doesn't care about the smaller day-to-day stuff at all.
Didn't you pick out his car?
Yeah. Yes. The car that my husband drives, I bought it for him. I was like,
So you're making those choices.
yes. In fact, I think I've picked out pretty much every vehicle that we have.
See?
I mean, like I told him one day, like I literally called him. We had a dear friend who passed away a few years ago and he had a beautiful truck. And I went to his wife and I told her we were going to buy the truck. And I didn't even tell Adam.
Oh my goodness.
And he was fine with it. But it's
He
like,
was?
yeah, he was, because he's always wanted a truck. And we literally do love this truck. But yeah, I've made some pretty, I guess, big decisions without. But I mean, of course, if he would have said, no,
Yeah,
we
he
are
would have
not getting, I would have said,
respected.
okay, no problem. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
a lot of times he will follow my lead with certain things and certain purchases, within reason.
But you're the driving force.
With a lot of our purchases, yes.
Yeah.
But Adam is so good with money. He's been like that his whole life. He's just not a spender.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He's the saver. He's the guy who's going to be looking and doing investments and wanting to, put money in the stock market and this and that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I've got an ongoing like Amazon cart that's overflowing.
I know. So what's in your Amazon cart? What are you guys shopping for right now?
Oh gosh,
Tell
I
me.
shop for everything. Skincare.
Skincare.
House stuff, clothes. I have to stop following influencers who keep telling me to buy cute clothes.
Do you buy clothes on Amazon?
all the time?
What's the most recent thing you
Okay,
bought?
I just bought the cutest set because I went to Florida and I needed a travel, like go on the plane set. My husband's like, what are you even
Like
doing right now?
luggage?
No, like a cute loungy set. Like I needed to match. I needed to look cute. Like why? I don't know. But it was this cute like gray top and it was like the matching wide leg pants and I was very coordinated and I had to get like a new hat to wear because I don't know why, but when I fly, like when I go places, I always wear like a cute ball cap. It's just like my thing. So yeah, but it was like not necessary to get any of that stuff.
I did travel. This was a while ago, but same thing. I saw an influencer with their travel outfit, and it was like, now leggings are kind of going a little out now. This is a while ago, but it was leggings with a blazer.
Ooh,
like,
cute.
I actually wore a blazer. Never have I ever traveled in a blazer, but I'm like, and even my kids noticed. They're like, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, "I'm going to be cute today on this flight."
Yeah.
but I haven't done it since. I've chosen comfort after that.
Yes.
What do you wear when you travel?
I like to be comfortable. I have bought in the past a couple times. I'm a member of Stitch Fix. I don't know if you guys know
fun.
that.
I've heard of it.
But they do have, so Stitch Fix had just randomly sent me like a one piece, like full, but it's comfortable because you don't have like a waistband. The only problem is when you have to go to the bathroom.
That is a problem.
That
yeah.
is-
The bathroom is a problem, but they're very comfortable. You can throw something over them and they're cute. They're usually like tighter around your ankle. And you can dress them up with shoes or you can just wear sneakers or, something. You can do a lot with them. My husband, on the other hand, always seems to dress up when we travel. He always has a blazer on.
Okay.
What?
Or
He
a sport coat.
Does he really?
And a button-down shirt. Like, almost always. And,
How
like, then there's,
funny.
like, my kids who look like literally homeless people. I'm
Yeah.
sure you ladies all out there know exactly where I'm coming from. And, the hood's up and
Yeah.
the headphones
Yeah, they
on
don't
and the
care.
book bag. And
Sweatpants.
the socks and Birks or something like that. And, there's Phil and his... And, like, I'm just like, I just want to be comfortable. I always bring a blanket on the plane.
do?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep. So a thin travel blanket, so
love
it
it.
folds up pretty small. But I'm always cold on the plane.
Yeah.
I know that is true.
Does he care what you wear?
No,
No,
I mean sometimes they'll say something to the kids, but
because they look so homeless.
I mean he's like,
See,
But no.
I love that. I have to be comfortable because I'm a bad flyer. Like, I don't like fly. Well, I say I like flying, and then everyone laughs at me, and they're like, "You like flying, but you don't like takeoff. You don't like turbulence. You don't like being up in the air, and you don't like landing. So, like, what do you actually like about it?"
Getting to the destination.
Like you're nervous.
Like, if there's any turbulence at all, my palms instantly become sweaty, and I instantly have a racing heart. So, what I have to start doing on the plane, like, well, this is why I wear a ball cap. I have to close my eyes like when we're descending, because it's like you're descending for so long, right? And like the plane is moving and there's wind, and I'm like, I literally can't handle it. Like the motion sickness. So I'll have to put the ball cap like over my eyes and close my eyes, and I put my legs up on the seat, and I'll like put my head down, and it's like nobody talk to me. Like I just have to like go in my own little like zone.
Like your cocoon.
Yes, that's a perfect word for it. I go in my little cocoon until we are on the ground, and then I'm like, I'm great, I'm fine. Oh, that was great. And Adam's like, you were literally like crazy the entire time.
Yeah, it works.
Have you ever been on a flight with really bad turbulence?
Yes, to the point where like drinks are spilling, and like the cart, like they can't even get the drink cart down the aisle. It's terrifying. Terrifying. I'm the worst flyer. No one wants to fly with me.
And you think to yourself, when I get home, I'm not doing this.
I'm like, I'm never flying again. I'm going to plummet to my death. Every time I get on a plane, I think I'm going to die. It's bad. Yeah.
And then if you and your spouse are together, you're like, we're going to leave our children orphaned.
Yes. I'm always like, we should do our will before we leave.
Right. This is going to be the end of
This
it all.
is
But
the
it's
end.
actually like the safest way
Yes.
to travel. The
Safer
most
than being in a
dangerous thing
car.
we do every day is get in a car.
I know.
But we do it and don't think
funny.
twice about it.
Yeah.
My dad had his pilot's license when I was a teenager. So I would fly with him in little like 4-seater Cessnas, and those things are very rocky.
I would never.
So I don't get too nervous on commercial flights, I think, because of that experience with him. I would get so nauseous. My mom would bring a coffee can for me in case I needed to throw up.
Oh, no.
And then as soon as we landed, I would like sit on the asphalt because I would just be so happy to be back on the ground again. But it was so cool to like go flying with your dad that I did it. Like I consistently did it. But I would just feel sick.
And you did a helicopter ride too, didn't you? Like a few years ago?
That was torture.
Okay.
That was
I
like
thought I remember you telling me you hated that.
That was the worst experience.
Okay.
Maybe when we were in Hawaii, because you have to, right? We were in Kauai, which is
right.
It's not a big, beautiful island. It's kind of smaller, more remote. But they say the one thing you should do is this helicopter tour because they have the falls that are the Jurassic Park falls there, and they play the music while you're looking at it. But it was I'll save the details for another time, but I had a panic attack. I sobbed when I got off the plane because it was so awful. And I was trying to pretend that it was great because Mike was having the time of his life, and it was for our 20th anniversary, so I didn't want to ruin his experience. But anyway, the things we do for love. I know. Things we do.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, I love you, Adam. You're not getting me up in there.
I like it. I forgot.
We wanted to do that when we went out to Las Vegas. You can go down into the Grand Canyon.
There's a lot of
that would be
helicopter
cool.
tours in that area.
But it was so hot that day that they said they couldn't land.
Oh.
So they would like hover down there for a while. But due to the heat, there was like some kind of issue. It feels like we're out.
Absolutely
we're good.
not. No, thank you. We're good. Yeah, no.
And I was totally fine with that.
Yeah. He would probably love it though. Do you think? Or does he get claustrophobic?
I don't know.
You'll have to do it someday. Then you'll know.
I would hate it. I always say like I'm a really fun person, but I'm not adventurous. I'm really not. I don't like heights. I don't like I went parasailing, and that was the most terrifying experience of my life. I had my eyes closed the whole time.
You did not.
And my husband looked over at me and he was like, "You're not well." And I'm like, and I thought I was going to pass out. Like white as a ghost, gripping, like, just tell me when it's over. He's like, "Well, I'm glad we paid $80 a person to do this with your eyes closed the whole time." It's a few years ago. Mm-hmm. I literally, again, I was like, I'm going to die.
I'm so proud of you for
I'm
trying
only happy when my feet are on the ground. Like I need to be in control.
Yeah.
When I'm out of control, I just hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I used to pay to be dunked. You could pay extra to be dipped when you went parasailing.
Oh, Pam.
But that was like, before kids. Life before kids.
So when you guys vacation, do you try the fun I mean, except for the helicopter thing you couldn't do, but
Well,
do you go scuba diving?
Well, no, I don't have my scuba diving license.
So you can take lessons.
Right.
Yeah, no.
No, not doing that.
She's like, I'm good. Thank you.
I'm good. Like,
How about snorkeling?
I've been snorkeling a few times.
You don't care if you do it again?
Yeah, no.
I've
We'll
always
usually
wanted
go.
to do it.
Sometimes I just stay on the boat. The view is great. I don't know, the salt water in my mouth. Clearly, I'm probably not doing it right. It's fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of like going and doing the fun things, you know, we've done our share of excursions, and some of them good thing we have a lot of faith in God, because we've definitely prayed many times, are we going to make it back from here? Because, you know, different countries, they do things differently.
Yeah.
Right.
The standards are not always the same.
Yeah. And you're like,
Is this
and honestly, you're trusting people from another country. You have no idea like what credentials they have. Not that you need but you know, like they're showing up to
It's
pick
true.
you up, and you have
Right.
no idea where you're going.
Right. Are they actually taking me where they say they're taking me? Is that zip line going to hold?
Yeah, like we've seen people get pretty hurt on some of the excursions. Thankfully, that's never happened to us. And then you need medical treatment in another country.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And that's like number one. That's a big fear. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of am with you. Like the feet on the ground, I'm good.
No.
I do have a big sense of control. So
Yes, that's me.
You know, like on the airplane, I don't think I've ever met anyone that does like turbulence. So,
Right.
but
Right.
you also can't, I like to be in the front seat. I like to be the driver. But if I'm not, want to be in the front seat.
Right.
So on an airplane, you're trusting someone you don't know to drive you. You
Exactly.
cannot see where you're going.
You can't see anything.
And they're like, oh, turbulence is just like, you know, you're driving on the road. And if you saw potholes, well, A, I can see the potholes.
And I would
B,
try to avoid them.
Right. And there isn't potholes up here, you know?
Yeah. No,
So
I don't
it's
like it.
definitely like the giving it up, you know?
Yeah, you have to. In certain situations, you have to give up control, and I don't like it. I'm just not good at it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather just sit on a boat. I'd rather sit on Pam's boat. That's my adventure for the summer. I'm going to sit on Pam's boat.
And just relax.
And just relax.
Yeah. And we
I can
get to
handle
shore.
those little waves. We're
That's
right by the
true.
shore. Yeah, that's fine.
And then you can wear your ball cap and just to keep the sun out of your eyes.
Exactly. And not because I need to go in a cocoon and hide.
to make a
Yeah,
cocoon.
exactly.
So, you know, we love our vacations. We
Yeah.
love our spa days when we get it. So those are some great things for like self-care and taking those little breaks. But any other tips for just when you feel like life is overwhelming, right? And there's so much, like you were saying, you spent 2 hours as a chauffeur taxiing.
I know.
And you only have one kid at home right now.
I only have one child, yes, that I'm still
Currently, yeah.
currently driving around. And I'm like, no, we can't go to Walmart. Nope, your time is done. And I do have to tell you girls, ones with little ones or maybe younger kids that just aren't quite driving yet. Yes, it can be annoying to drive them here and back and put your boot, especially this time of year, put your boots on, go
Right.
here, go there. But you're never going to realize that the 10 minutes that you're driving to the school back home, that is the most you talk to your kids. And when they get their license, you're like, wow, I don't talk to that child as much any longer. They're driving themselves. So that's my biggest takeaway of the driving constantly and back and forth. And yes, it's obnoxious. Yes, you could get a lot more done in your day if you weren't spending 2 hours sitting in the car driving.
Right.
But that time with them is precious. And nobody had ever said that to me as one of the things, you know, people always say, oh,
That
nap
you'll
when the
miss.
baby naps or,
Right.
you know, like, pick up or teach them to pick up all the things, but nobody ever said, wait until they get their license. You're not gonna have those short little conversations with them.
I know, it's funny because I drove my kids to school for years. Like they took the bus home, but we would take them at least one way. And Emily this year, my youngest, went into the 7th grade, and at her school, 7th grade is high school. So it's 7th through 12th. They're all in one building. And I have a senior this year. So she was driving to school, I think last year, but this year Emily could go with Abby. And I remember at the start of the year, Emily looked at me and she said, Mom, are you going to miss driving me to school in the morning? And I thought to myself, yes, like I never really thought of it that way, but I do miss driving her to school in the morning because that was our time where we would just like chit chat and like, you know, sometimes she would be like quiet or grumpy or not say much, but it was still our time together in the morning. And now I don't have that. She's up and she leaves. And I mean, I'm thankful I have a little more extra time to myself in the morning before work, but I definitely get where you're coming from, Pam, because you do kind of miss that time being in the car with your kids. And chatting with them.
Well, sometimes kids open up more shoulder to shoulder than face to face.
So true.
There's something about that, like the monotony of driving and the trees going by, and it can almost be like a steadying kind of moment in their day that it's easy for them to open up rather than just at home face to face.
Yeah, because that's very vulnerable too. When you're when you're forced to look somebody in the eyes, kids aren't always going to want to talk about things. So.
I remember you and I having this conversation when my oldest first got her driver's license, and you're so right. I couldn't believe how different it was because it is a big part of your day driving them around. But your youngest does he have his license or?
He doesn't. He's eligible to have his license.
He's working on it.
But the winters before, so the younger two have summer birthdays. So they're eligible to get their licenses in the winter. So when Julia got her license, it was a winter like we had in the previous winters, 3 or 4 years ago, I think she got it. And we didn't really have any snow.
Winter.
So this year I'm like, we're just going to wait a little while.
That's
so
smart.
He still needs to take his 5-hour.
Okay.
And so very soon. And again, like, you know, he's got a job now. So we're kind of like at the point where we're planning our plans around what time he's got to be picked up and what time he's got to be dropped off. And it's simple. And yes, it can be inconvenient, but the time is coming close where, you know.
So you're appreciating the time in the car.
And I think probably because it's the last one. So I don't have 3 other places to be anymore where, you know, when the oldest got his license, it was like, okay, one last, you know, like now I only have 2 to move around, you know. So it's the last one. And, you know, we do own our own business. So I have a little bit more flexibility of being able to run or, you know, and I do have the other kids too to be able, one is not, our oldest just moved back to the area. So he is also able to help sometimes. So, you know, there's also more help than there was back then.
So that's perfect because I did have 3 little things to talk about. If you feel like you're drowning, if you feel like you're barely keeping your head above water, because there are seasons that are like that you just feel like you're running from one thing to the next. It's a challenge to have the laundry done and dinner figured out and the dishwasher emptied and the kids to all the places. So it's a little acronym for S.O.S. So if you're drowning and you're like, I have an S.O.S. So the S is for seek support. Ask for help, right? So whether it's a family member or, you know, you were talking about how a lot of your clients are stay-at-home moms.
They are a big portion of the people I clean for are stay-at-home moms, and they have budgeted me into that because it's that important for them to have someone to help take that load off.
Yeah.
And so often they will just say they're so appreciative, they're so grateful, they're like, thank you so much, like I do not have time to do these things. I have all of these kids, some of them are homeschooling.
all of these kids.
Truly, right? Like when you have all of these kids at home, it is hard to find time to like clean your baseboards and your ceiling fans or just wipe down your bathrooms. Like you don't have time for anything. So
I know my mother-in-law has been living with us for a couple years now, and I still forget that I can ask her for help. And just this week I was telling Mike, I need to ask her more. Like when a kid needs picked up or needs, a ride home from school and I can't leave work. And actually today I texted her, and it's funny because normally I would ask Mike to text her.
Oh, really?
And I would say, can you ask your mom to do this? Because it feels less like presuming to me because she's my mother-in-law, that I feel like I don't want to ask too much of her. So I'd be like, could you ask your mom? But I'm like overcoming that. And so today I just texted her and said, hey, could you pick up Ivy? And she happily did it. And it was so lovely. So seek support, get the massage, right? Like take the time for yourself, but get some help.
Absolutely.
With cleaning or whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's S. And then the O is for offer grace to yourself.
Oh, that's hard.
Because we give grace to everybody else, like you were saying.
My favorite saying actually came from you some years ago, and it was grace over guilt.
Yeah.
And live by it every day, girls, because we can beat ourselves up terrible. The negative self-talk.
Yeah.
I don't know about you ladies, but I don't talk to anyone else like that. I don't think of others like that, but I am not nice to myself.
No.
So true.
They say you should talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend.
Yeah.
Right? You wouldn't tell your friend these things about yourself.
Well, and
but we say that to ourselves.
Yeah. One of the things that I wrote on here, let's see if I can find it, is to talk to yourself the way God talks to you. Because you're right. We don't. We are the meanest to us than anybody else. So to offer grace and make time, right? Like make time to do those things that you know that you need for yourself too. And then finally is to stay spiritually fed, to stay spiritual and have that connection. And I love in the Lord's Prayer when it says, give us this day our daily bread.
Yeah.
And
every day.
Yes, because how many times do we even feed our kids and we don't eat ourselves? Right.
Yeah.
And so we get up and we're out the door, we're getting breakfast for everyone else. And how many times when your kids were little was your lunch the uneaten chicken nugget?
Always.
And cold French fries off their plate. Yes.
Yeah.
If you're just eating their scraps.
Yes.
And that's such a great analogy for kind of how we are in life.
Right.
Like you started the whole podcast off, Pam, by saying, I habitually take care of everybody else before I take care of myself. Right. And so staying spiritually fed is the most important way to take care of ourselves. And that's a daily bread. But we just don't prioritize it.
No.
I don't prioritize it as much as I should. And that's my job. And I still manage to fail at it. So
I think I do a better job of it now than when my kids were little. When my kids were little, I felt like I was drowning.
Yes.
Like there's a saying about having kids, right? Like what's it like to have a third baby or a fourth baby? And it's like, well, imagine you're drowning and someone throws you a baby. It's like you're already underwater and then, you don't have time.
Right.
You don't have time to take care of yourself. Self-care. It's like, what's self-care?
Right.
Like who has time for face masks and massages and getting your nails done? Like I didn't.
When my kids were little, if I put on jeans, they'd be like, Mom, where
are you going? Yes. What are we doing today? Like, why are you actually getting dressed?
What about a shower?
I know that too. I remember having the baby in a bouncy chair, in the bathroom with me, jumping in, you open the curtain, okay, they're still good.
Or in the shower with you.
Or in the shower. I used to take the kid in with me once in a while.
I agree. Those seasons were much different than.
So we're not, we're still not always good at it. I'm saying we still have to give ourselves grace. But I think it's easier as your kids get older to find the time to carve out for yourself, to have more balance in that area. Because when your kids are little, they're just so demanding.
Well, you're not sleeping.
No.
So the idea of getting up early so you can pray and spend time in the Word of God is I need every minute of sleep I can get. I can't set an alarm. I have to set my alarm for 4 a.m. because this kid's getting me up at 4:30.
I know. Yeah. So it's a lot.
It is a lot.
It is a lot. But we do need to ask for help. I like that. We do need to ask for help when we
S.O.S.
can. And I've talked about it on the pod before. I'm not good with asking for help.
I'm not either.
It's just not my personality. I feel like I can do it myself, right? Like I'm not going to bother anyone. And half the time, my mother-in-law would have been more than willing to pitch in, or my mother or my sister. But it was me being like, I can handle it. I can handle it. Why
That's
do
me.
we think we can handle all of it till we're completely burnt out and we're
Right.
crying on the bathroom floor to
So
our
true.
husbands? Like, I can't do this. Oh my goodness. We're just ridiculous.
Yeah. So this is your sign, my friend. If that is you, call in the troops, get some
Yes.
help.
For sure.
Yes, you will be a better person for it.
will.
Offer yourself grace. Stay spiritually fed.
I love that.
Yeah.
Good
so what's
words.
our challenge? What's our challenge? Out of the 3, what do you think is hardest for you, Sherry?
Oh my goodness.
Asking for help, giving
I mean,
yourself
like,
grace,
right.
or
Like I
the
just said,
spiritual?
for me, I know
Asking for
myself.
help.
Asking for help is very hard for me.
What
It just
about you,
is.
I've always struggled asking for help.
Yeah.
I would rather be an octopus with 17 things
Yes.
hanging on
Yeah.
Yes.
than to be like, I don't know. Is it part of being a female where you feel like you've conquered it all if you've done it all?
Right.
I don't know why. But, I even look back like when my kids were younger and I was like, how did I do all that? And why did I do all that?
Right.
Some of my biggest regrets of my kids being little is me not getting on the floor and playing with them. Instead, I was making sure the laundry was
Yes.
done, making sure the counters were cleaned off,
Yes.
and picking up the mess they left behind. And
Yeah.
now they're older. And
I know.
I mean, I was there, but was I there? I don't know.
That's such a good word of wisdom. I know you were there.
I was gonna say,
can
and you
see how
right.
amazing your kids are and how deeply they love you. And so you were there.
You
And
were.
again, it's that mom guilt, right? Like even now we have mom guilt from decisions so many years ago. And you have to be reminded to look at those young men, that young man and that young woman, and how incredible they are and how much they love you and want to spend time with you. And I also love to think about how in that season, parenting is different than being a grandparent. Right? Like you're going to be a different grandparent than you were a mom.
True.
And God knew exactly what your kids needed. And you were just the right mom that you needed to be. And for any of you that are out there in that young kid season, raising those young kids, God knew just the mom your kids need to be. And you are that mom. So we can be confident in that. And we need to
Absolutely.
speak life to each other, right? And encourage each other
know.
too along the way. Because it's not easy.
It's hard.
It's the hardest job. you'll
It's so
ever do.
hard. I was just talking to a mom this past week and she was saying because she listens to our podcast and she was saying that she's hopeful, right? Because she sees that we're in a different season and our kids are older. And while she's very much enjoying her kids being young, she's like, it's so hard.
Right.
You're just tired and you're worn out and it feels like when you're in it, it's never going to end.
Yeah.
You feel like you're stuck in the little kid phase forever. And then you blink and your kids are older, graduating, college age, and you're like, wow, that went by incredibly fast. Incredibly fast.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you're obviously we all have, actually all have daughters that left home around the same time. And I remember that last senior year, I know there's some women that listen that are on here and their kids are in senior year and it's emotional. It's a roller
Very.
coaster. It's every time they do this, it's like, is it the last time they're going to do that? And just thinking where did 18 years go?
I don't know.
Just like you said, you thought it was going to be there forever. And then you're like, wait, hold on a minute. Did I do I don't know if I did it all right. I don't know if you're ready. Oh no.
Did I prepare you the right way? And I'm somebody who internalizes everything and turns everything around on myself. And then I think did I fail them? Did I not do enough for them? And it's all lies because we do the best we can in the season that we're in. So, like you were saying, we have to give ourselves grace. We can't just walk around just being guilty all of the time. You can't change the past.
No.
Maybe we all could have done better, but we were doing the best that we could at the time. So
Offer grace. Offer grace.
Oh, you
to
have
yourself
to. Yeah.
And stay spiritually fed. Pam, thank
Love
you
it.
so much. I feel like
Thank
you
you.
brought so many words of wisdom.
Well, thank you, girls, for having me. It was fun.
You'll have to
It
come
was
back on. It was fun to have you.
Yeah.
Great.
Hope you guys have a great week and we'll see you back next week.
Bye.